Hi there. So, facing this new stage that we are having longer videos and we have started to speak of hedging as itself, yeah? So we are now trying to stand on the shoes of a hedger. Remember, we have started so far. So when starting on the shoes of a hedger, we said that we have a futures market and we understand that we can establish at the futures market a long position or a short position for a futures date. That means that we sold. If we are short, if we want to be short, we sell, or we bought. If we want to be long, we buy in the futures market. Yeah. So, but conceptually speaking, if you are, for example, a consumer of aluminum, why would you buy in the futures market? It's much easier to buy from your supplier. So what's the reason that makes you go into the future market? Is because your supplier is not willing. It's not because he's a bad boy. I mean, he's not in a position to sell you at a fixed price. He's ready to sell you with a premium, which is the money payable on top of the aluminum value. That's the premium. But he cannot sell you at a fixed price. So, if we follow this example, we are short of that portion because we don't know the price. Perhaps you don't mind that price to be floating, because where's your risk? Your risk is that you are buying floating, your product is sold at a fixed price. So you have a conflict because you are selling your product at a fixed price and you're buying it at a floating price. And why is floating? Because your supplier cannot give you a fixed price. So you are buying floating, selling fixed, so you run the risk of the prices going up. And your supplier cannot give you a fixed price. It will give you a floating price. The second step is he's giving me a fixed price. A floating price. For when? He says, I'm going to make a simple example. I'm going to give you the floating price, and that floating price is going to be discovered, is going to be fixed based on the official cash price of the third Wednesday of July. Okay? So let's recapitulate all the transaction. You sold your product at a fixed price and you bought the aluminum to make it at a floating price. The floating price is going to be established on the third Wednesday of July, and today is May. Now we are in May, okay? So we have a problem there. So, and again, your supplier cannot give you. What happens? Since the supplier is giving you the price for the third Wednesday of July, there the LME tells you, hey, how are you? I can help. How can you help me? I can help you. Of course, you go throughout the broker. I can help you giving you set price. What do you mean? Yeah, because I have it in the futures market. But what would it mean? That in addition to buying the physical, I'm buying from you, and the LME says, I'm pretending all this, of course, and the LME says, yes, come to me, yeah, and buy also from me. So it looks like you are buying the physical from your supplier, and you are also buying at the LME, yeah. So it's double, and it's the same amount. Yes, at the beginning it looks the same, yeah, but what happens is the LME will give you the possibility of what we call cash settlement, which means at the expiry on the third Wednesday of July, you can unwind the position with me. What does it mean? That what you bought, you can sell the same way. So you don't need to come to me and take the commodity with you. You can unwind it. Wow! Which means that I am provisionally buying from you, yeah? And at which price I am going to unwind said long position at the same price you are buying the physical from your supplier. I think that you're going to need to see this video once or twice to understand the dynamic. And as you know, I always start working on the logics, and next time I'm going to bring you written examples with numbers for you to understand it better. But if you have the time and if you wish, do the math by yourself. Believe me, this is the way a hedge is structured. And as soon as you understand it, it stays with you forever, like riding a bicycle. See you next time. Goodbye.